Welcome back, folks, to Ark Survival Ascended. This saddle is going to be huge for our teardown. Now, I have played official basically my entire Ark life, which is 8 years now. So for me to see something over a 124 is pretty crazy because that was the cap on the old teardown saddles on official is pretty nuts. And speaking of crazy stuff today, we're back in the night because we are going to go ahead and start breeding let's not do that. Let's start breeding. Put them both on mating. This one's on mating as well. I've done a couple eggs already. And what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you guys really the basics of early game baby raising. And we're going to get these guys mating too. Now, I do have uh, baby raising on our server turned up. If you guys want, you guys can also see all the stuff I did on official, which was a lot on our old official series. It'll be in the description. But on this server, we have it turned up. Also, so I can show you guys the whole baby raising process in one deal here. And also just because you make something 10 days doesn't make it hard, it just makes it annoying. I have raised enough animals to know so far in Ark. So anyway here, guys, we're going to just wait for this meeting to go up. My wife, by the way, will pop up here quick while they're breeding. Everybody else is like super far ahead. Also, how amazing is the Northern Lights in this game? That is so cool. You can see my wife has got a bunch of stuff already. This is Wix's stuff. Hopefully I'm not giving anything off from her video. This is Rex. So I'm the one way behind right now. My wife was kind enough to let me borrow her mail for this video. And we're going to raise ourselves a baby RG. And I want to show, hopefully this video will help you guys also kind of determine how you guys want to raise your baby. And you can see a huge difference in stats. For example, hers has more melee, but mine has better stats in pretty much everything else, including oxygen, not that it matters. So you can see I've done this a few times here, and we got 3 babies, and we're going to try to do all 3. We're going to take the best of all 3. Actually, that's incubating right now, so let's pull it over here so you guys can see. We'll drop this on the ground right here. RGs are kind of a colder egg. You can see it's only 55 Fahrenheit. So we're actually going to do it now. That's why I started the video now, is for the temperature. We're going to get some meat on us for the baby when it pops out. Now, obviously, mammals are pregnancies, which is similar. You just don't have to worry about incubating an egg. We got lucky here. We didn't have to use my campfires or nothing, or air conditioners, or hopefully they bring back egg hatcheries. But if it's too cold, you can just put it by a bunch of fires right over here, by the way. And that's how I normally would do that. That's why I had 2 fires sitting there. So the egg popped. We're going to go ahead and claim this guy. We'll see if he's any good. 225. Ooh, he could be very good. It's a male. Oh, it doesn't have the good melee, but I might let this guy live just so you guys can kind of see how it's raised out. We're going to put meat on him. Now, if you have a Maywing, right now Maywings aren't out in the game. You know, you can feed them that way as well. Put a Maywing on that as well. But let's try doing a couple eggs. You can see how randomized the stats are, guys. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to keep... Oh, I kind of don't want to put them all in the same spot here. But before it gets too warm out, this is going to be really handy for us. And you can see that little pacifier. He wants our attention. What does he want? He wants to be hand-fed. Oh, exceptional kibble. Not happening, buddy. But it let us imprint anyway. That must be a bug going on right now. When you imprint, they get a lot higher stats. You can see his health went up. His other stats went up, but you won't generally see that for a while or till you put a level in. I don't know if we're going to keep this guy or not. And normally you have to print quite a bit, but I have it turned um, up for right now. So this is going to give you guys a little run around here. All right, we're going to check all these babies. And normally these take hours to incubate, by the way. Let's go ahead and check these out. So when they're babies, they won't eat out of the trough, but once they hit juvenile, they will. Let's go ahead and check. Ugh, another one. I want the melee. Oh, there's a good one right here. Perfect. And it is a female. All right, so this got the good health. Oh, let's put food in her so she don't die. But I'm going to show you here in a second, guys, why that one is so important. Yeah, let's check this one. Let's give them all a chance. This one's not very good. So you guys, don't look at this, guys. Don't look at this. We're just, don't even look. Sometimes it needs to be done, guys. Oh, nope. Oh, no, such a shame. All right, we are going to keep this one, and this is going to be our primary. And actually, I think we're going to keep this as one as well, because it did get the good weight. So I'm going to keep making sure that guy's fed. And we're going to let these guys grow up, and we're going to show you what the difference is. This one, let me check on this one. I don't think we're going to keep this one. It's not bad, but I would rather keep that one in this one here. So with that being said, guys, we're going to murder that one in a second. We're going to go take a look here at the stats, and you can see why breeding can be really important. So this one didn't have good stats, but it got the 343 melee. All right, and you can see this had the 3,800 weight, the 1,100 stamina. Oh, they do another egg? Yeah, I forgot to turn them off. All right. And we'll throw it down just to see what happens. But anyway, and it had the good weight of 704. Oh, all right, settle down, you guys. You can see this one had everything we wanted, and it's a female. So I think we're going to keep this male and that female. That way we can have two good ones. I'll give my wife back her male. But before we do that, I want you guys quickly again to see, before we imprint, this one's ready to imprint, that how much the stats can go up. And then they also get a rider boost, which we'll get into later. Let's go ahead and imprint. You can see it went from 3,800 to 4,600. I think, if I remember right, it's 20%. I kind of forget the exact number. And you can really do some crazy stuff later with the mutations, which we are going to do in this series. We absolutely are. But this is going to just give you the first little bit of baby raising here. So don't look, guys. Listen, this is an important part of breeding. When something isn't good enough, you have to murder it. So we are back. This is the boy. I named him Tonnage because he's going to be our weight one. Now, his imprinted stats haven't taken off yet. So you'll see what his stats turn into in a minute, hopefully. And this is Boss Lady. She's going to be our new rider. She's going to be our fighter, our kind of our well-rounded dino. Ooh, a drop. I get so distracted by them. Oh, and a Tapajara. What are you? A 15. Not even a mouse on a wheel. But we are going to go take these guys out. This one is just going to get leveled up in weight. And also, it's going to get a level here in just a second. I kind of keep an eye on that one. Alright, so we're going to put him over here. Also, I want you guys to see the stat bonuses right here. When I put a level in, all the other ones should update here. So we're going to just put a level in weight. You should see that melee and other stuff go up. You can see that food is actually up, right now already. It just hasn't updated because it's at 11,000 of 940. So we're gonna put a weight point into weight, and we want this guy for weight. And you can see his melee went up to 354 off the imprint. I don't know why it's always delayed like that, but it is. And he is going to be straight weight for gathering resources. Athena is always going to be the one. Oop, close my door wall. Athena is always going to be a safety net in case we ever lose one. With Athena, we can actually breed. But this is Boss Lady, Athena's little daughter, and she is going to be our powerhouse for the time being. And, ooh, I may actually get that. You know what? I'm going to get that drop. Give me a second here, guys. Man, am I a sucker for drops. Oh, okay, not a bad one. Ooh, a flare gun. You know what? Let's office pop this. Boom. All right. Let's see it explode. Awesome. All right. So, the reason she's going to be so good to us is can pick up dinos with her. You know what? It's been so long. There we go. You can pick up a parasaur. I played on official, and on official they have it turned off for grieving. So people aren't dropping dinos into people's bases. Now, why is this super handy, you say? Well, instead of taming a parasaur out in the wild, we can now bring it to a taming pen just like this and throw it in there and now not have to worry. And, that's a good way of going about it, taming. Oh, that is a pretty parasaur. We aren't going to tame that one, though. We want to go take her out and let her murder. So I think I might put 1 point. Yeah, that'll get us close to 5,000. We'll get some stamina, and basically the rest is going to go into melee. And you can see her melee went to 410 and the weight to 840. So let's go. Let's just go murder a little bit here. You know what? Actually, guys, we are going to do a montagey bit. I'm going to go take her up to that Carta Mountain where we tamed her mother, Athena, and we are going to have some fun leveling with her. And real quick, before we head up there, I actually crafted up some ghillie, and I've gotten some from drops. So this, if you look at our heat resist, when it gets hot up there, you can see it's 94 right now inside the building. When we put this ghillie on, it'll make it really, really good. So it went from 94 all the way up to 306. So when it gets hot up there, we can definitely, oh yeah, and it blends in really well, and dinos don't really see you. So if I get knocked off, this will really help us out, because this actually does blend in really well now on the new Ark. So let me just crouch here, and you can see, I'm pretty hard to see right now anyway. So PvP, this stuff is going to be pretty good. So, but I'm going to paint it up. We don't really care. We're in PvE. We just need it for the warm. So now we have our good armor, and we'll have our warm armor, and we'll have our cold piece. Eventually we'll have a full first set. Normally I wouldn't do this, but since we're going to have Boss Lady hopefully for a long time, we're also going to grab a note before we go up there to get us some bonus XP, and I might grab a few more on the way up, honestly, before going up there. So let's start the murdering montage, folks. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but if you look at the top right, it says imprinting affinity. That helps. Also, the rider gets I believe it's the bird gets a 30% boost on damage taken and damage given also when riding it. So, you know, when you get a dino and you raise it yourself, it comes ultra strong. And I'm a kind of a drop slut, if you couldn't tell. We are weighted down pretty good with the stuff from drops. Let's make sure we're in a safe spot here before I grab this one. But you can see she is level 269. Ooh, and my food. Oh, we're gonna have to get our thing in there. We're getting a little on the cold side here. And not a bad drop. We'll take it. And you can see it is super cold here. I need to even get more cold. A -5 Fahrenheit. So pretty cold. I think that's like -17 Celsius. But anyway, guys, it's been a great episode, and you can see how a baby is so much more powerful than a parent and kind of how to raise them. So can't wait for the next episode, guys. I'll see you there. Have a good one, folks.